Hi guys, today is Thursday and the baby is officially 2.5 days old. The vlogs are about to get very real at this point. There's no glam. Okay, I'm a hot ass mess. I'm currently pumping right now. I've had the pump go for about 13 minutes now. My house is an absolute mess. Baby is in here right now and I am pumping because my nipples are about to fall the f off. I'm so sorry for using profanity, but every time the baby gets close to my nipple, I take a deep breath and I just want to cry because it just hurts so bad, and I don't remember it hurting this bad with JJ. Mind you, she's also been cluster feeding since she's been born. So she was born Monday night and she was cluster feeding all night into the next day and all night last night too. So my body has been dealing with a lot, and I wasn't planning on pumping, but I'm just wondering what is going on. Why is she waking up every hour to feed? Is she not getting any food? So I decided to pull out the pump today to see what's going on. But I've been pumping now for 15 minutes and I'm gonna restart the cycle. This is what I've got, guys. I'm actually pretty surprised at how much milk I'm getting. I don't think my milk has officially come in yet. I think it's still in that between stage between the colostrum and the milk. So I'll show you guys what I have. This is so sexy. It's my mesh underwear. And this is the right. Got more on this side. That's kind of what's been going on right now. I'm so sleep deprived. I'm so tired. The kids have been crazy and I am just having a very hard time transitioning right now. So this is what I managed to get with my very first pump. I have about half here and then maybe like a quarter there. This is my right side and this is my left. And based on the color of the milk and the texture, it's definitely transitioning from colostrum to milk right now. And you guys, this is so sad. It's that good stuff and I spilled it.
What's that, Daddy?
It's milk.
Oh, milk? What kind of milk is that, Daddy?
Breast milk.
Oh! Milk.
Milk?
Preston, look, come here.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Show mommy. Show mommy. What? What? You don't like breast milk?
No.
Why?
No,
Why?
I'm the one. I know. No. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh.
No.
Hey guys, so I wanted to continue the video and talk to you guys about how my breastfeeding journey started out, and it was just terrible. We spent a whole 36 hours in the hospital, and when we were in the hospital, my nipples were fine and she latched okay, but then when we came home from the hospital, that's when my nipples felt like it was about to fall off. They were cracked, they were sore, they were bleeding, and every single time I brought her onto my boob to latch, my toes would curl down like this. I would cry and I would just be like in so much pain. My body would just get ready for that ouch as soon as her mouth touched my nipples, because it just felt like it was gonna fall off because that's how much pain I was in. And I think also because she was feeding every single hour for 3 days and 3 nights in a row. So maybe that's why my nipples were sore. I finally figured out that she had a bad latch, and how I corrected it was I would squeeze my boob like a sandwich, and then I would wait for her to have a really big open, and then as soon as she latches, If she's just sucking on the nipple, that's how you're going to be in pain. But if she takes the whole boob like this plus your areola, then you shouldn't be in too much pain. And another thing that I figure out that I still do to this day while she's feeding, I still hold my breasts in a sandwich position, because sometimes when she is feeding, she unlatches herself and then she just gets the nipple part and then it hurts. Like I mentioned to you guys, the first 3 days she was cluster feeding, so she was nursing around the clock, basically every single hour. Do you know what nursing every single hour does to one's body? Mentally and physically, it is draining. But I think because she nursed so much, that's how my milk came in pretty quickly, and that's how my supply got so massive in the beginning, because I was pumping once, maybe twice maximum a day, because I was nursing also. After I nursed, I would pump, and I got so much milk in that first week when I was doing the pumping. So we are on 3.5 days, and I think my milk has come in. We are still kind of transitioning from colostrum though, because you can see that the milk is still kind of yellow. But yeah, this is my second pump ever, and I got almost 4 ounces, which is a lot, I think. This time around, I'm not really concerned about building a stash, because I built a stash with Jameson and we still have the milk left over in the deep freezer. He never liked the frozen milk. He preferred it fresh. Every time I defrosted the milk from the freezer and try to heat it up for him, he just rejected it. So I'm not really concerned about building a stash this time around. I'm planning to breastfeed probably 9 months or so. I also started using the HAUSOFCOLOR, which has been life-changing. So this is the most milk I've ever gotten using the HAUSOFCOLOR. This is just 1 boob, 1 session, and I got 2 ounces. I didn't use it with JJ, but I got it this time around because every time I fed on one side, the other side would start leaking. So I started using the HAUSOFCOLOR, and by the way, it's not the real HAUSOFCOLOR, it's just an imitation one that I bought from Amazon, linked down below if you guys are interested. Basically, when I am feeding on one side, the other side leaks, so I put that HAUSOFCOLOR pump on the boob that I'm not feeding, and it catches the let down milk as well as it pumps a little bit extra. So I get about 1.5 ounces or at least 1 ounce every time I use that HAUSOFCOLOR pump. And then when I feed the other side, I put the HAUSOFCOLOR on the other boob and I get about 2 ounces of milk. That's kind of basically it with my breastfeeding journey. It started out rough, but right now we are doing really good, and I'm so happy that I was able to fix the latch problem, because I was getting a little sad and depressed with the situation, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? Me and Jameson had such a great breastfeeding journey, and I was hoping for the same. So I'm really glad I was able to fix the problem and get everything back on track. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's vlog. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Yeah, I want something deeper.